Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Might I Add, where we discuss all things UCF sports. Today, we'll be talking about the men's soccer thriller against Tulsa, recap the volleyball team's impressive weekend, and preview their upcoming road trip. Joining me for the ride today is HTF vet Armond Sarduy. Armond, how you doing, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. How you doing?
Tired, but it's another week. Get ready for the grind. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, get through it.
All right, so we'll get right into the action for you guys. The UCF men's soccer team hosted Tulsa on Saturday, and the game did not disappoint. UCF took a 2-0 lead going into halftime, but Tulsa roared back to take the game to overtime. However, freshman Gino Vivi scored the golden goal for UCF, and the Knights prevailed to go to 10 straight unbeaten matches. Armand, how'd they manage to rally in this one?
Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in their performance. The thing is that from back-to-back games, when we played SMU, they had a 3-1 lead. Tulsa this past weekend had a 2-1 lead. We got to finish. We had to finish those games. We're capable of finishing those games, but we're not. But the thing is that it just shows, also on top of that, it just shows, how perseverance, and we just went right down to the trenches. And even though Kyle Jennings did not play that well, he still stole the ball and assisted on that last goal to seal the win. So that was pretty great. But the thing is that and also too, we're on a streak right now. I think we're 3-0 when we score. We're 3-0 when we score three or more goals. So we're on that streak. But the thing is that we have to finish. We have to.
So where do you think these struggles are coming from?
Honestly, I have no idea. I think it's that we start off hot, and then we just we just play. We just play I don't even know what it is. I think we just play relaxed. My dad always says kill mosquito with an axe. You know what I'm saying? Step on the opponent's throat and let them know that, hey, you're not scoring any more goals. You're not going to get anything against us. The thing is that and when it comes to conference play, we have to be able to finish. Because if we're not, we're going to kiss our season goodbye. That's it. Early round exit.
So that's not the ideal scenario for UCF.
Right.
And it ended up in a win, but not everything was a success for UCF in the game. Because Gideon Adupepra received a red card and will miss time in the next game. So, Armand, how are the Knights going to be able to respond to this situation?
It's going to be tough because he's one of our good defenders. The thing is that, against Tulsa, we had about 13 fouls. So we're probably pretty aggressiveness. The thing is that we had to be aggressive. On top of it, we had to control ourselves. We had to have self-control. I like how we're, ball going around. I like how we have our nose for the ball with Egg. But again, we need to limit our fouls, but still be pretty aggressive. The thing is that Coach Calabrese has to figure out, who's going to put in there. He might put in Jonas Scamelback. He might put in Giorgio Ibanez. But the thing is that we lost one of our good defenders. He might have to switch somebody who's a midfielder, put him in a defensive spot. But the thing is that when we play UConn on the next game, so we had to figure out how we're going to defend against them, especially with Jordan Hall. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so the depth will be tested for the Knights this weekend. And it was another good performance from UCF. 3 different Knights scored on the game. However, Cal Jennings once again didn't put a goal through the net. And Armand, I'm wondering, is it time to start worrying about his game?
Honestly, he's more than a scorer. You saw that he assisted on the Gino goal. When they played against MCU, he had 1 goal, 0 assists, but he had 2 shots on goal and had 5 shots altogether. The thing is that, according to the stat from the SMU game, the Knights haven't lost when Jennings scores a goal. And they're 6-0 when he finds the back of the net, but does that make them 7-0 now when he doesn't score? So I think I'm not worried at all. Cal Jennings, he's our best player on the team. But the thing is that he can do more than just score. He can assist too, especially on that last goal against Tulsa. The thing is that but he has to show up when we play UConn. I think we do need him when we're kind of in the grind, in the quicksand. The thing is that we can't. I think we don't need a tie against UConn. I think we need to go out there, catch an early lead, contain that lead, and go on from there.
And it was a beautiful assist by Cal. If anyone gets the chance to check it out, I suggest you do. It was a great play. But after surviving the Golden Hurricane, UCF is going to have another team on their heels this week when they travel to UConn for the last time as conference foes. Armand, what's UCF going to have to do to prevent UConn from being able to rally like Tulsa did?
We had to contain them. Honestly, we had to contain them. We had to limit their shots. I'm looking at Jordan Hall right here. He had to limit his shots, especially on goal. Versus Dartmouth, he had a season high 9 shots and 4 shots on the goal. So we had to keep him from outside the box and contain him. It's just that's all we have to do. Honestly, the thing is that I love the soccer team. I think, this is one of the best soccer teams we had in years. We're a special team. We go out there and possibly win the conference. The conference is pretty tough this year, but the thing is that I love our team, man. But the thing is that we had to go out there, step on the opponent's neck, let them know that, hey, we're here, we're gonna beat you. It is on the defensive side, on the offensive side, but we had to go out there and play our game.
And it is a talented team, and they're fun to watch. But for UConn, let's talk a little bit more about Jordan Hall. He's been a force this season for the Huskies, scoring 9 goals this season. So what's UCF going to have to do to be able to limit that production of his?
Yeah, like I said, we need to limit his shots on goal, contain him. He had a season-high 9 shots against Dartmouth, and 4 shots. So the thing is, and the game was 2-2. They tied them. But the thing is that we got to keep him from outside the box. The thing is that, he's from England. Those dudes out there in England, they know how to play. They don't know how to play their brand of football. So yeah, he's a special player. I've seen tape on him. He's fast. He likes to play tough. He's aggressive. So we just got to limit his aggressiveness. That's all we have to do.
Real quick side note, speaking about English soccer, give Tyler Fellerman a shout out to Chelsea real quick. Anyways, Armond, what matchup are you looking forward to the most about this game against UConn?
I'm looking forward to Jordan Hall. I love his style of play, and also looking for Kyle Jennings to step up step up in that game. I think he's a special player. Both are a special player. I think they're both leaders on their team. But Kyle Jennings, he needs to step up. I know, obviously, we could assist, but he needs to score as well. The thing is that he started hot, and then now he's starting to slow down. We don't need that when it comes to conference play like this.
So you got a quick prediction for us?
I have to say UCF 2, UConn 1.
2-1. You heard it first, folks. Let's switch gears a little bit real quick. And like the men's soccer team, it was a successful weekend for UCF volleyball. The Knights played at USF on Friday before hosting Memphis here on Sunday, and they came away with 2 wins. Armond, what's the most impressive part about this team?
Oh man, we're relentless.
Yeah.
I think against USF, we dropped the 1 set and then we just scored 3 straight. We had 3 straight sets with 13 or more points. That's crazy. And Memphis, we blew them out. 3 sets. This volleyball team is special. We're 12-6, and we're 12-6 right now. I think we're also, I think, 5-1 in conference play. So we're actually pretty good right now. We're going pretty good right now. The thing is that I saw the fire, I saw the spirit in that team. We played Gulf Coast in that tournament at UCF. But the thing is that that volleyball team is special, man. We have McKenna Melville, and we also have Ali Sobel, who played really well this past weekend. I think we just need to keep it up and do our thing.
It really is a special team, and they continue to show improvement every single game. So let's talk a little bit about that USF game. UCF actually trailed them, like Armond said, 1-0 to start the game, but then they rallied to get 3 straight sets. So Armond, what were they able to do to get back in this game and win that one?
Oh, they were able to capitalize on their kills on offense, and then on defensively, they were able to get a ton of blocks. The thing is that when you have a player like McKenna Melville, who was able to get 18 kills, 1 block, 1 ace, and had a double-double performance with 11 digs, that's what we're going to get when we play teams like that. We're relentless, we're killers, we're aggressive, and if we continue to be aggressive, we're going to win games like this.
It's definitely a very aggressive team, and that was more obvious probably against Memphis than anyone else this season. And UCF was able to sweep the Tigers at home in 3 blowout sets. In the matchup, Ali Sable proved that she can be a force on the right side of the court for UCF. So she's made her presence felt on this team, and Armond, how's she been able to do that?
Yeah, actually, as of late, she's hitting at least 59%. And she's capitalizing on her strong play. She was a starter her freshman and sophomore years, and she's done a fantastic job of blocking and attacking. The thing is that she knows she's playing like how she knows how to play. She's playing like a true starter, and the things that you see people feeding off her energy, and when you have her and McKenna Melville, when you have those 2 types of players, we're unstoppable. There's nothing in that we're not the type of team to lose when we have those type of players going in hot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
The thing is that she's a very special player. She, like, I think the coach, she's like, oh, she came in freshman year, sophomore year as a starter. Now she's really truly getting to the offense, doing what she needs to do to help her team win.
And last week, Jeremy Brenner mentioned bring the village. That was a big topic for the volleyball team, and the village has been brought. And perhaps none more so than with McKenna Melville. McKenna Melville tallied two double doubles this weekend, and she continues to show that she's a top 5 player in the AAC. So how does she continue to elevate her game every single match?
Yeah, honestly, she with a double-double performance. She had versus Brentford, she had 12 kills, 10 digs, and hit 45%. 45%. The Memphis team, as bad as that was, the thing is that we just started. It was laughable, honestly. It is laughable. The team, how we're able to do against that Memphis team. She's one of our best players on the team, and it showed against Memphis.
Yeah, it was a brutal game for Memphis. UCF looked very dominant offense.
Right.
And once again, just like it was last weekend, UCF volleyball will be hitting the road. This time they'll take on Wichita State and Tulsa. Now, Wichita State has been a force in the conference before, winning in its first season in the league. This season, however, the Shockers come in with a more moderate record of just 4-14. However, they have played a brutal schedule with ranked matchups against Penn State, BYU, Texas, Creighton, and Nebraska. Now, the Shockers are no stranger to tough competition, and they would love to play the Knights tough. So, Armond, how is UCF going to be able to expose Wichita State?
We just had to capitalize, be aggressive. The things that against opponents, they're allowing 914 kills so far. So we have to start off hot, and then just ride the rest of the way. They're 4-14, 1-5 in conference play. They're not good this season. I expected the UCF Knights to win 3 straight sets.
3 straight sets. You heard it here first. Well, after the Shockers, they've got another road test. This time against Tulsa. And Tulsa is one of the best defensive teams in the conference, having the 3rd best blocking in the AAC. So how's UCF going to be able to put points against the Golden Hurricane?
Right. I'm kind of concerned with this Tulsa team. They're very aggressive on defense, like you said. They are the 3rd best defensive team in the conference. It's going to be tough. I know that honestly, I know it's going to be tough when we have McKenna Melville, we have Alex Hobo, we have what's his name?
Christina Fisher?
Yes, and Cook Minor. I think I think we play very well. I think that this going to be a tough. This match actually might go at least 5 sets.
5 sets?
Maybe even 4. It might go either way. You might win in 4 sets, might win in 5 sets. The things that it's going to be really close. This Tulsa team is very tough, very aggressive. But the thing is that we might see them in conference tournament. Who knows? But the thing is that it's a real test right now when it comes to conference play.
So you're predicting a win?
It could go either way.
Either way?
I'm counting on it to be either 4 or 5 sets.
All right, so it's going to be a fun one there on Sunday. So that's a wrap real quick for the sports, but let's get a big return to action for UCF sports this week, both on and off campus, and we'll get right to it. The football team is back for their homecoming game against East Carolina Pirates on Saturday, and that's going to be a fun one to watch. UCF volleyball is going to take their talents to Wichita State on Friday and Tulsa on Sunday. The men's soccer team is going to travel to UConn on Sunday. And lastly, the women's soccer team returns to action with 2 home games, Temple on Thursday and UConn on Sunday. All right, Armond, thanks for being here, man. It's been great.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Your takes are fire as usual.
Yep.
And thanks everyone at home for watching. It's been a great episode, and we hope to see y'all next week. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube page, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Hitting the Field. I'm Kyle Partain. He's Armond Sarduy, and we'll catch you next week on Might I Add.